What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today, we are running over a few different coins in the market. I'm super excited to be sharing with you a few charts from Bitcoin over to some of the altcoins, as well as the total altcoin market cap and what I expect to happen in these markets moving forward. So we've got some awesome things to talk about, some charts to cover. So make sure you stay clear till the very end of this video. Also, you guys, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, as well as sharing these videos with your friends if you enjoy them. There's also a free Discord down below. Links are in the description to join that chat server community. And it's completely free. All you got to do is click that link. There is a VIP area if you want to learn a little bit about that. Stay clear till the very end of this video. So without further ado, let's get straight into the market analysis. So starting off here with Bitcoin, I felt Bitcoin was probably the most important to cover first. Let's go ahead and do some analysis here. You can see Apple Computers is on the right-hand side of my screen, and then you can see Bitcoin on the left-hand side of my screen. Now, the reason I've done this is because market corrections are often fractal in nature. In fact, they're always fractal in nature. But they often look similar to each other. They often have characteristics that are extremely similar to the last correction. And what you can see here with Bitcoin on the left-hand side is that Bitcoin looks exactly like Apple on the right-hand side. The only difference is the type of correction. So you can see that on the left-hand side, Bitcoin in this B wave right here actually went above its previous all-time high, where Apple Computers did not. On Bitcoin, we would label this as expanded, and on Apple Computers, we would label this as a regular zigzag correction. There was so much volatility down here, you guys, on Apple in 2009. It's so much like what's going on Bitcoin right now. You know, if you look on the smaller time frames, we have volatility crazy up and down. And it's exactly like the same bottoming pattern that occurred on the bottom on Apple Computers. You want to see high volume. You also want to see volatility down there while you're stitching in the bottoms, and all of that liquidity is getting grabbed from all of those really, really low buy orders. So as far as the future of Bitcoin goes, you guys, I don't buy this as being a big, huge bear market that's going to go down another 80% like a lot of people think. This to me looks like a very standard correction inside of a growing industry and a growing market that looks very similar to other corrections we've seen in stocks, just like Apple here in 2008 and 2009. And they all recovered very nicely out of those corrections. Bitcoin is a revolutionary technology. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. And this technology is just going to keep growing like the internet is. And so these corrections actually provide really, really good buying opportunities, especially in the big picture right now. Bitcoin has really not been this undervalued since 2020, when we had the whole crash during March of 2020, when Bitcoin went basically down to $3,800. And by the way, I did remain bullish at that point as well. So these corrections are something you start to learn how to work with, learn how to see. Even if you experience losses in your portfolio, if you understand what's going on in the bigger picture in the market, Bitcoin is going to recover. And the thing is it's going to go higher than it's ever been before. And when it does that, whatever your portfolio was at the top of the market previously, it's going to be higher than that as we break out again. So the best thing you can do is keep the big picture perspective and understand the corrections and position yourself around them. So overall, you guys, Bitcoin as a whole looks very bullish. And on the smaller time frames, that volatility is probably going to keep happening, at least until we get some type of a green candle like this to confirm the bottom in, which is very possible, you guys, because I'm seeing a lot of altcoins starting to bottom out already. But watch for that on Bitcoin. Watch for a big green candlestick and a strong reversal down here. We have the volume to reverse. In fact, we haven't had this high of volume ever on Binance before. So we have tons of volume down here on Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and look at some of these altcoins. The big picture on Bitcoin is looking like a bullish reversal. So watch for that big green candle to come in to confirm that bottom. And if we go over and look at some of the altcoins, one of the altcoins I'm really excited about, you guys, is HT. I've been watching this one for a few days now. And actually, this one looks really good. Once you start to understand market cycles and how they rhyme with each other, just like how we're comparing this market cycle on Bitcoin as well as this market cycle on Apple. And the similarities are just shocking here. You can see this similarity right here with this similarity right here. And just the overall correction is just extremely similar, you guys. So they rhyme with each other. You can actually use this to position yourself inside of the markets, especially if you're on the right time frame and you understand how to correctly apply these fractals and these cycles. But you guys, if we look at HT here, this is an exchange token. You can trade this on KuCoin, or of course this exchange itself, which I probably can't pronounce correctly because it's Chinese. But you guys, if you look here, these market cycles rhyme significantly. They might not be exactly the same, but this is the euphoria of this coin right here. This is the euphoria of the internet bubble in the 2000s. All right, and this is when the internet bubble hit its depression in about 2002, 2003. And this is the same thing that's happening on HT right now, this exchange token. These cycles do repeat across all markets and all time frames, and you can absolutely apply stock charts to crypto charts, and you can understand these cycles and position yourself and actually profit significantly off of this human emotion. And that's what we do in the Discord. That's what we do. That's what I teach on this channel. And that's what we do in these crypto markets. This is the best way to profit off of the crypto markets that I know of, and it works extremely well. Even if you have to hold through a correction, you guys, if you understand what's going on in the big picture, you can make a ton of money in crypto. So this coin is looking like it's getting ready for a reversal. That reversal isn't going to happen overnight. You can see on the NASDAQ, it took some time for us to recover. We had to double bottom back down, and then we really recovered out of this correction after the internet bubble pop, right? But the same thing is set up here with crypto again. You guys, just like how at 3K Bitcoin, how I was saying, you guys, look, this looks like the internet bubble at the bottom in 2003. Bitcoin looks really good at 3,000, and then it went up to 60,000. There's so many altcoins right now that look exactly like either the internet bubble in 2003 or even the internet bubble in 2008 before it truly recovered and went into a huge bull market. So let's go ahead and look at one other project right now, and then we'll go into the altcoin market cap. You guys, XRP is a very, very good looking coin right now. When Bitcoin bottomed out at 3,000 and then went up to 14,000, it did a very specific pattern. Basically, Bitcoin saw a falling wedge. We broke out of that falling wedge pattern and we went up to 14,000 per coin. Then Bitcoin came all the way back down to 3,800, right? That was the March crash. That was in 2020, the COVID crash that we all know so well. But that was the bottom, the absolute bottom on Bitcoin before it went to 60,000 plus, right? And that's exactly the same setup XRP is in right now, you guys. XRP did a falling wedge. It broke out all the way up to basically $2. So it saw a huge increase in value. It came all the way back down. This recent crash in the market is very similar to the coronavirus panic in 2020 on Bitcoin. And we're set up for this type of reversal. Now, I'm not saying that volatility is going to increase right away, but I do expect after we consolidate and build momentum here on XRP and really confirm this bottom, volatility will increase and price will start marching up just like it did on Bitcoin from 10,000 all the way to 20,000 and all the way up to 60,000 per coin. Now, as you know, XRP is worth 47 cents, so it's not going to go to 60,000 per coin, but it is set up to break back up over $2 again. And this is a very, very clear setup here on XRP in the big picture. And although this is never financial advice, this is my trading journal, you guys on this channel, of course, these patterns work. And if you learn how to apply these patterns, you can make a lot of money in these markets, and we do on a regular basis. And it's a lot of fun. It's cool to see people turn, 10,000 into 100,000 or even more inside of these markets. And it really just comes from applying these tools correctly. The market cycles, the Elliott waves, understanding how these patterns repeat in all these different markets. Make sure you're in the right time frame and really capitalize on all this opportunity that we see right in front of us in this market on a regular basis. So you guys, XRP is also set up just like HT, just like Bitcoin, to see a reversal pattern here. And I suspect this reversal to be very profitable with XRP. And you guys, I do think that although I don't trade news and stuff a lot, the XRP case, I do believe that case will come to an end at some point. We'll get some resolution and exchanges will start adding it back to the major exchanges. It's still tradable on a lot of places, but I expect XRP to see a strong recovery. So one more chart here for you guys today. We're going to be looking at the total altcoin market cap here on the top and Bitcoin in one of its very first cycles here on the bottom. And what you guys can see here is actually how Bitcoin, when it saw its very first cycle, it saw this huge pump and then this giant bear market. It fell like 90%. And then it broke out into this huge bull market, right? Bitcoin did. It went up to almost like $100 here. And then it crashed really hard and it fell like 80% right here, okay? Now, if we look at the altcoin total market cap, we actually see the very same pattern. So we see this huge pump in the altcoins back in 2017, and then a bear market in 2018. They fell like 90%. And then they break out into this huge bull market, right? And if we look here at what happened with Bitcoin at the same point, you can see that Bitcoin came down to about $64 and then went all the way up to $1,000 afterwards. And this is actually what I also suspect to have happened with the altcoin total market cap, is a very strong recovery here and a huge pump in value. And that's exactly what these fractals are showing. It's extremely similar to the Bitcoin market cycle back here in 2011 and 2013, leading up to the huge pump up to $1,000 per Bitcoin. So you guys, these fractals work in all markets, all time frames, and I really expect this altcoin market cap to see a strong reversal, contrary to what a lot of people will tell you. But listen, the whales are accumulating in places where retail thinks that it's not going to move. But if you have the eyes to see and you start to learn how to do this correctly, you can really prepare yourself to make a lot of profit in these markets just by understanding these cycles. So you guys, the altcoin market cap looks very bullish as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I love and appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. I'm very excited about the crypto space as a whole. I don't buy the FUD 1 minute. These cycles are what we look at, and this is what we profit on over and over again. If you're interested in the VIP area in the Discord and you want to start learning this stuff hands-on and really see these charts as I post them, see these signals. We've been making profit in the Discord lately. There's been a lot of setups. There's a lot more coming. So definitely email me if you're interested in the VIP, and I will help you get set up in the VIP areas. Normally it's $1,000, but I can get you guys in today for only $799. So just go ahead and shoot me an email if you want to start profiting in these markets right away and start trading the same setups that we're trading on a regular basis. So thanks again for tuning in. I love you. And as always, stay profitable out there.